Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he's ended today's address just ahead of the budget session as the first half is now concerned, because addressing to the nation, he's saying that this is probably the first time in the last 10 years as he's taken over as the Prime Minister that there is no foreign conspiracy or interference that seems to be taking up and setting the agenda ahead of disruptions instead of discussion during the Parliament session, saying that time and again when it comes to previous Parliament sessions that have witnessed disruptions and also when it comes to continuous chaos as well, he's saying that probably this has been the first time, as he points out, that there is no foreign interference or conspiracy that may have questioned the timing just ahead of the budget session. But importantly, as far as the Prime Minister going to mention that this is going to be the first full budget of the third term of the government, and saying confidently, as the Prime Minister says, that India will become fully developed by 2037 and the country will celebrate 100 years of independence. He bowed down before Ma Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, and saying that our current youth will be the one who will be reaping benefits of a developed India. So today is the day as we are looking at the onset of the budget session, and of course when it comes to the joint session, as far as when it comes to the address that would be done by the president soon after, as now we are awaiting for the budget session to commence, the economic survey later, and of course it is the union budget speech that will be made by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Well, good morning, Pragya. Important points there, of course, that has been made by the Prime Minister as we were listening to him. This is a tradition that is often followed just ahead of any Parliament session, and towards the end he made an important point, saying that this is a timing probably first time in the last 10 years that he seems to have witnessed that there is no foreign interference or foreign angle conspiracy that may lead to disruptions in the House. So saying this time probably is the first time that that hasn't happened.
You are absolutely right. While he made this point at the last fag of his address, but I would say this is one of the most important points. We had seen many Parliament sessions burst out because of the conspiracy angle that has emerged from the foreign lens, and that has been taken up by the MPs and by the leaders here in India. This is exactly what Prime Minister said when he said that this is the probably first time in 10 years that there is no fire that has been instigated in the foreign lands, and probably there are people, because there are people here ready to fuel that. This has not happened. And second important point that Prime Minister made is that there would be many crucial decisions that will be taken with respect of an equality that should be given to women. And he made it very specific that this session is very important as far as, it may be budget session, but as far as bills and laws are concerned, this session is going to see some historic decisions. He has made it very clear. We know that there are Waqf bill, immigration bill, but he also speaks about Nari Shakti, and he also speaks, because this is a budget session, he spoke about those poor and middle class. He also prayed to Goddess Lakshmi. He invoked Goddess Lakshmi, who is a goddess of prosperity, to bless not just the poor but also middle class. Remember, it is only the middle class on which the Finance Ministry had always come.
Well, Pragya, just interrupting you, because on the Prime Minister's statement that he has made towards the end seems to be the talking point, or the highlight rather. Mr. Udit Raj of the Congress Party is with us. Mr. Udit Raj, if you were hearing the Prime Minister towards the end, he says that this is probably the first time in the last 10 years that there is no foreign interference or foreign conspiracy angle, because according to the Prime Minister, the opposition MPs are quick to pick on it, and then the entire Parliament session turns into a washout.
See, what Subramaniam Swamy, BJP MP himself, said is correct now, that Mr. Modi is uneducated. He doesn't know about economics. And this manufacturing is down, import is on higher side, and the foreign reserve is getting reduced and diminished. And FIIs have withdrawn, and hedge funds have withdrawn from stock exchange. There is so much of inequality. All these things are done by opposition or Soros. So I would say that he doesn't know the things, only that he lies and lies. And this budget is going to be hopeless. Because when there is no manufacturing, where will be the employment? Naturally, and consumption is down because the per capita income of common people is down and inflation is on higher side. And import.
Now, will this time the opposition at least cooperate as far as with the government is concerned to help with the smooth functioning of the House?
Depends on the treasury branch, depends on the government. They had set the precedence when they were not in power that its responsibility to manage the floor goes to the government. It depends on them if they allow discussion, free and frank discussion, and then of course it'll be smooth.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Udit Raj. Rashid Alvi of the Congress Party is also with us. Mr. Alvi, the Prime Minister has made the Shararat jibe. You know, he's saying that there is possibly, when it comes to international mischief makers, that usually set the agenda for the opposition in the country just ahead of any parliament session, and saying that probably this is the first time in the last 10 years that such kind of an incident that has been reported, and he is hoping for a better and a smooth functioning of the House. Will that be allowed by the opposition?
You know, I am unable to understand. But Prime Minister should specifically inform to the nation which are the foreign powers which are interfering. Just without naming, without telling anything, how can he blame any foreign powers? And he is connecting opposition with the foreign powers. How unfortunate. Whether it is only he who is Deshbhakt, nobody from opposition. Only for last 10 years he is in power. We were in power 50, 55 years. So how can he blame like this, which is absolutely baseless? And if he is a Prime Minister of the country, specifically he should tell who are the foreign powers which are interfering in our country, whether it is United States. United States has not invited him even on the occasion of oath ceremony. Whether it is Russia, which country, whether it is Pakistan, which is almost zero, whether it is Bangladesh, which is almost zero, whether it is Myanmar, which foreign power? Just he's misguiding this nation.
All right. You're saying that it all depends also when it comes to the treasury benches or the government there to allow the smooth functioning of the House. Mr. Alvi, thank you very much. Mr. Saravanan is also with us right now because Mr. Saravanan, as part of the India bloc, we've seen as far as the previous winter session that has just gone by, as it just concluded, there were a lot of protests. There was, where there were incidents of MPs also getting injured. However, for a smooth functioning of the House, will that be allowed today being the first day of the budget session that commences in just a while?
See, whether the parliament session functions smoothly or not depends on how the government, how the speaker acts. Parliament is a place where we can ask questions, where we can make the government accountable. The Prime Minister will not meet the press. The Prime Minister will not attend parliament sessions. When the parliament happens, the entire focus of the nation is there on the parliament, and that is where the issues of the common man could be raised. Whenever issues of the common man were raised, the government never used to bother. They never answered. But at least in the parliament, they were forced to answer. That is why the parliament was used to raise questions, to hold the government accountable.
Well, that's the point exactly also being made, Mr. Saravanan, because when exactly was the House exactly allowed to function at all? Because what we have witnessed in previous parliament sessions that have been taking place, there has been no actual business that has been done. Thank you very much, Mr. Saravanan. Let's quickly pay out exactly what the Prime Minister has said, and towards the end, where he takes a jibe at the opposition, saying that probably this is on the first time in the last 10 years that the opposition has not picked up on foreign interference or foreign conspiracy angle, and that he is now hoping for a better and a smooth functioning of the House.
शायद 2014 से लेकर अब तक शायद एक पहला पार्लियामेंट का सत्र है कि जिसके एक दो दिन पहले कोई विदेशी चिंगारी नहीं प्रगटी है। विदेश में से आग लगाने की कोशिश रही हुई है। 10 साल से 14 से देख रहा हूं, हर सत्र के पहले शरारत करने के लिए लोग तैयार बैठते थे और यहां उसको हवा देने वालों की कोई कमी नहीं है। ये पहला सत्र मैं पिछले 10 साल के बाद देख रहा हूं कि जिसमें किसी भी विदेशी कोने से कोई चिंगारी नहीं हुई।
Well, is it premeditated or not? But this seems to be a hint that the Prime Minister seems to be giving on certain political conspiracy, especially on the foreign shores, that is given fuel, and that is given when it comes to fuel to fire on part of the opposition MPs here in the country, that often leads to constant disruptions in the House. So hoping for a better functioning of the House, today being the first day of the Union Budget session, we'll keep our eyes updated as far as when it comes to the joint address of the President that will begin soon.